This is Shanti from Shanti TV. Well, hello everyone. I am back from Europe, and I've been back actually for a while. I have been trying to put up all the videos, so I am pretty much done. There's probably one other video that I would like to put together, and that is basically of all the different pictures and things that you guys may or may not have seen. You know, every other day we were traveling, so it was quite crazy. The entire trip was fantastic, and I know you guys have been waiting for this particular video, and this is my birthday haul, which actually started in the US. I actually showed you a couple of things before I left, so this will combine those purchases, and it will combine all the items that I picked up in Europe while I was there. So if you're into this kind of thing, then keep watching. If you're not, just X out now, and I'll be back with a review probably, or something else, a vlog maybe. We'll see. So I had to write down all the things that I purchased so that I could give it to you in order, because what I'd like to do is basically show you all the things that I bought in order. So I have my trusty little agenda here that I'm going to be reading out of so that I can do this in order. So the first thing that I purchased actually was in Atlanta, Georgia, and they are the LV and V earrings as well as the necklace. So the LV, yeah, that's what they're called, the LV and V earrings. You probably saw me wear these several times in the European vlogs, but these were purchased in Atlanta. They are really beautiful. They are gold finished brass, and they have the engraved LVs on them, and they also have engraved LV on the actual clasp itself. So just really beautiful basic LV jewelry. This is fashion jewelry under the fashion jewelry section. These are not real gold, but I picked this up in Atlanta, Georgia. That was the first of my birthday haul. The second item I picked up in actually, well, I went to the store in Phoenix, Arizona, and they did not have, actually they had my size, but it was the very last one that they had, and it had a mark on it. And I said, I don't know about that. If I'm gonna pay this much money, then I need them to be perfect. So they actually shipped them to me, and I lugged these things all the way to Europe and did not wear them once. They are the Stuart Weitzman Highland boot. They look like this. They are over the knee, pretty much like mid-thigh for me. They are in suede. I absolutely fell in love with this color. You can see here, it has a back tie. So this ties in the back of the leg. I will insert some video of these and how they look on me here, somewhere here. But yes, they are in this beautiful Topo suede. They are made in Spain. They have a 3 1/4 inch heel. So that's what I picked up in Phoenix, Arizona. Next up, so my first stop, my first major stop, I mean, I landed in Switzerland, but I only stayed there for a day. And then the next day, Anastasia and I and Brugelli went to Paris, and we went to the Champs-Élysées Louis Vuitton, and this is the actual first item that I picked up. I knew I wanted these. I have been looking at these for a while. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I've put them on a long time ago, and I really liked them back then. But my essay at that time said, they're kind of too big for your face, and I still like them. So I put them on, and Anastasia and Brugelli, they both agreed that they looked great. I had to get them, so I did. And they are the Louis Vuitton Evidence sunglasses. They came in this box. It says Louis Vuitton on it, and it has a little dust bag inside, which also says Louis Vuitton. And these are what they look like. You would have seen me wearing them also in my vlogs. They have a beautiful gold inlay here with a fleur-de-lis and Louis Vuitton symbols on them. They are really beautiful. They also have gold inlay here that says Louis Vuitton on them. And all the information of everything that I'm going to be showing you will be in the info bar below. These are what they look like on my face, and I know that they are big, but I still like them. So these are the Louis Vuitton Evidence sunglasses, and gals, if you're looking for them, they are in the men's section, not the women's. I forgot to say, those sunglasses, the LV Evidence sunglasses, they are 100% UV protection. They are hand-polished acetate frames. They are handmade in France. And yeah, I just wanted to make sure I told you that. So the next thing that we purchased, so I mean, we went to, you know, after Louis Vuitton that evening, we went into Sephora, and you guys saw that in the vlogs, and I was just like, oh my gosh. I was so overwhelmed by the Sephora, but it was pretty late because we got into Paris kind of midday-ish, afternoon-ish, early afternoon-ish, because we had lunch and, you know. So anyway, so by the time it was like time to pack it in. And then the next day we went sightseeing like really quickly. So of course, while we were in Paris, we had to visit Chanel. Chanel on Rue de Cambon. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Rue de Cambon. I believe that's what it is. So we went in there. Brugelli had some items that she for sure wanted to purchase from Chanel, so we went there. And of course, you know, I don't know much about Chanel. This is kind of my introduction to Chanel. I really don't have anything from Chanel in terms of, I mean, I've had makeup, but never anything else from Chanel. So I've looked, and I've never even really gone into a Chanel store, if you believe that or not. That's true. I have never really gone into a Chanel store. So the Chanel store that I first went into, we can say, was in Paris, and that's pretty cool to say. So we were, you know, we're all looking at the jewelry because that's what we all wanted to see. And you guys saw my Paris vlog, and I ended the vlog with Anastasia and Brugelli gifting me something in a Chanel bag. And so while I was in Chanel, we were all looking at the earrings and, you know, like, oh my gosh, and everybody's trying them on and blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, Brugelli turns to me and she says, Shanti, these are for you. We're buying them for your birthday. And I just looked at them, I'd probably look crazy, because I'm like, what? No. And of course I started crying because, you know, I can't help it. And I'm like, no, you can't buy it. And they're like, yes. So there I am in Rue de Cambon in Chanel crying because they bought me earrings. So these are the beautiful earrings that they bought me. So they bought me the beautiful CC, the CC earrings, the CC crystal earrings, and they are really beautiful. They have, you know, they're elegant, they're chic. I can wear them, you know, dressed up, dressed down. I posted a picture on Instagram wearing them in my second hole. They're small enough to do that. They're just classy, and they can be chic at the same time, and I just love that. So that's what they purchased for me. So for those of you who were waiting to see what that was, that is what it was. I also picked up a second pair in gold, which I am wearing right now. So these are a little larger. They're definitely a little more flashy, I would say, and they have the crystals in them as well. Again, simple, elegant, chic, and I absolutely love them. They came in a beautiful Chanel black pouch, and I guess the one thing about buying Chanel in Paris is you get a white box versus a black box. So, and I am waiting also for those boxes to also ship to me. So I don't have that so I can show you, but these were the things that I picked up from Chanel. Next stop is Laduree. And this particular pickup was not for me, it was actually for my daughter. I could not go to Paris, France without going to Laduree and having macarons. So this is the box that it came in. All the ribbons and have been taken off just because we've already opened this. It has the tissue paper, and here is the charm that I picked up for her. If you remember in one of the beginning vlogs where she is, I asked her what she wanted, and she wanted macarons. Unfortunately, there was no way I could bring macarons from Paris back to the US without them going bad, and they'd be terrible. So I picked this up for her. This is the charm. This is what it looks like. It has the L for Laduree here. It has a green tag that says Laduree on it. Hope you guys can see that. And then it also has crystals around here. So it's like pretty sparkly. So it's a beautiful, beautiful bag charm that I brought back for her. So we went sightseeing, and then we ended up going to Le Bon Marché, I think I'm saying that right. And in the evening, I knew I was actually either going to go back to the Louis Vuitton on Champs-Élysées, or we were just going to go get it from somewhere else. So I ended up picking up 2 more items from Le Bon Marché, and they are, and I've been absolutely using this item since I've been in Europe, just because I had to. I'm completely obsessed with this item, and it is the Louis Vuitton Zippy compact wallet. I picked it up in the monogram. This is what it looks like. I am thoroughly obsessed with this wallet, and I'm not kidding you. Jerusha put this wallet up and put this out there a very long time ago, and I have been obsessed ever since, but I have never purchased it because I always thought, why is it so expensive for a compact wallet? But I decided that I had to have this wallet, and I am so glad I picked it up. It opens up like that. You heard that little zipper sound, right? It opens up like that. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 card slots there, and then it also has a little slot there. There's my passport. So this is how I pretty much traveled. And then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots on this side. It has a slip pocket here. It has another space there. It also has another space there, and then over here you can keep your cash. When I was traveling, I would keep my US dollars here, and I would keep my Euro dollars right here behind this flap, and it fit like perfectly. And then it has a coin area here where you can keep your coins. And it has, I'm not sure if I showed you that, but it has another slip pocket there. So an absolutely amazing compact wallet. I am obsessed. I can't say enough good things about this wallet. So glad I picked it up. Okay, the next item I picked up at Le Bon Marché Louis Vuitton is the Toiletry Pouch 26. I do not have it here to show you. It is actually being shipped to me, so when I get it, I will show it to you, but I have not been using it. I haven't used it at all. But it is the large size Toiletry Pouch 26, and I have the Cosmetic GM in Damier Ebene, so you might be wondering why I got the toiletry pouch. Well, I felt that the toiletry pouch was a square shape versus a domed shape, and the domed shape has, you can't put everything in there like you could a square shape. It just doesn't fit due to the nature of the dome. So I picked up the Toiletry Pouch 26. I travel all the time, and I figured I could use that in my suitcase, in my luggage. So I did end up picking that up, and I am so happy that I did. It was over several glasses of champagne, and I remember it very well. So those were my pickups in Paris, France. Next stop, London. I get to spend time with the Brits. Okay, so after Paris, France, we went off to London. And in London, I really was not feeling well. So actually while we were leaving Paris, I really felt horrible. And my throat was hurting, and I just felt like I was going to get brutally, brutally sick. So London, I did the best I could to meet up with everyone, but I gotta tell you, I was just feeling horrible. And that hasn't changed actually much now. I have a lot of allergies happening right now. But anyway, so we had a lot of meetups. We had 2 meetups each day. We definitely didn't do a lot of shopping, and I wasn't feeling very well. So we were just running through what they call high street shops. And I did end up picking up this from the Chanel counter in one of the drugstores there. So some of the drugstores have some higher end products in them. And I ended up picking 2 of these up, actually, one for my friend and one for myself. And this is from Chanel. It is the double facette mirror or Mirroir. And it has the CC logo in the front. And when you open it, and I'm not going to blind you, it basically has 2 mirrors. One that's a regular mirror and one that you can see your pores on. So you have 2 different kinds of mirrors. It's very slim and compact. Love this mirror because it can slip into a lot of my smaller bags as well. In the mini pochette it can fit, and it comes with this cute little case. I mean, it's like a felt case. It's just beautiful. So that's what I picked up from London. So the next stop was Amsterdam. We had a lovely time with Sarah from the Curly Life. I didn't end up picking up anything. We looked at several things. I looked at some Ferragamo shoes I didn't end up purchasing. We ended up looking at the Burberry scarf that both BJ Taylor, Coco Supernova, LV Lover CC, I believe, has them. At the Burberry scarf that several of you guys have out there. I really wanted to pick that up, but it was hard for me because I knew I was going to the designer outlets in Milan later. So it was hard for me to pick it up, and I thought, well, I'll just wait. Maybe I'll find something else at the designer outlet, which I did. But I actually wish I had picked up the Burberry scarf. So I'm kicking myself now for it, but it's okay. You know, there's always time to do that. So no pickups in Amsterdam. Next stop, Milano. Okay, so in Milan, we ended up going to the Serravalle designer outlet, and they had so many different designers there. They had Ferragamo, they had Gucci, they had Burberry, they had Prada. Man, there was a Prada bag in there that I really wanted. But I was like, no, gotta stop. I mean, you saw, like, we were struggling when it came to just shopping. We were just shopping away. But yeah, I didn't end up bringing that bag, although, oh, it was so beautiful. Anyway, I ended up picking up 2 items from Gucci and 1 item from Swarovski for my daughter. So, first up is the Gucci. Okay, so in Gucci, I must say this. In Gucci, actually, we kind of split off, and Brugelli was with me while I was in Gucci, and I really wanted something from Gucci. You know, I like Gucci. I really do. I like them. I think they're very forward. I think they're very trendy, and I do think they have some classic pieces, but I don't know. There's something about them. They're kind of like street sexy, kind of like that. Anyway, I ended up looking at their scarves. I'm a big scarf person. I love scarves. I always have, even when I was a kid, I love them. And I ended up buying 2 scarves because I just fell in love with not only the color, but the material. So these are the 2 scarves that I picked up, one in red and one in this cream color. And they are like a half, they're like 45% cotton, 55% modal, however you say that word. This is what they look like. They're really light. It has an unfinished edge at the bottom. They're not real loud. I mean, you know, it has the Gucci logo on them, but you really have to look at it to see that it has the Gucci logo on it. Gucci tends to be a little louder sometimes with their logos, but this particular one is not. This is what it looks like. The material is light, so it's good for wearing in the spring. It could even take you into fall. I mean, you could wear it during the winter. It's just not, you know, super heavy. So I love that about this scarf. I love the color. Brugelli's like, you have to get both. So I was like, okay, I'll get both. So this is the red one. They are 140 centimeters by 140 centimeters, which is 55 inches by 55 inches. So that's what these are. This is the red one. And this is the cream. So that's that. Okay, I went to the Swarovski booth or store. I went to the Swarovski store and I picked up something for my daughter from Swarovski. I saw it and I just thought of her. It is a purple Swarovski bracelet, and that's what it looks like. This particular bracelet is made in Austria. It's got like an ombre effect with the different color crystals, so it goes from like a light pink to a dark purple. It's really beautiful. It was the very last purchase I made at the designer outlet was at Burberry, and I wasn't, okay, so this was not on my wish list. This was a unplanned purchase, that's what you call these things, which I don't love to do. I'm not a big unplanned purchase kind of gal, especially when it comes to designer things, because they are so expensive. I put a lot of thought into what I want and how long it will last me and all of that. So this was not an expected purchase. However, sometimes when you put something on your body and it just fits correctly, it's like it was made for you. It's like it was stitched for you. Those things, you know, and I find that's not true just about designer. It could be really anything. Anything that really is tailored to your body really elevates the way you look, in my opinion. So that's what happened. This was the very last one on the shelf or on the rack. This was the very last one on the rack. And I was kind of rummaging, oh, what do I want? What do I do? And I decided, yeah, I put it on and I was like, yep, bingo, that's it. So I actually do not know what season this came from. I tried to look up some information on it. I put as much information as I could find down below, but I really don't know I don't know when Burberry put this out, but it is a trench coat, and this is what it looks like. It has a very tribal print going on here. It is definitely a spring trench coat. It is a Burberry London trench coat. It is 100% silk. So you're probably like, you bought a trench coat that you can't wear in the rain. What are you thinking? Yes, I did. And the reason I did is because I live in a climate where it barely rains. So this is something that I really could wear in the cooler months here. And it's gorgeous. It's just beautiful. It's almost like wearing a dress because it's 100% silk. the way it lays on my body. It's also lightweight. I actually have another Burberry trench coat, so this obviously will not be used as a raincoat, but I actually have one that I can use as a raincoat. But this was my purchase from there, and I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled about having this. I think it's a really interesting piece. I was also kind of nervous because I'm like, really? I'm going to buy this. What am I going to wear it with? But I got to tell you, I put it on, and I'll put a picture of it with, I'll put a picture of me in the trench coat, and it just matched me. It just matched my skin. I'm hoping that it doesn't go out of style. I don't think it will. Anyway, so this was the last purchase that I picked up from the designer outlet at Swarovski. So did you guys see Brugelli and I going roaming around the streets of Milan at night and messing around with the vendors? That was pretty funny. We had a great time messing around with the vendors, and the guy that had the Burberry scarf, I was like, I should have bought that, right? But it wasn't the real one, and I don't really, yeah, I mean, no, I didn't buy it. But anyway, while we were roaming around in the streets of Milan at night, we went to a store called Kiko, and Kiko is a Italian brand that makes makeup. I guess how they described it to me was like, it was like the MAC of Europe, I guess. I don't know if you guys know, let me know. But I wanted to pick up some makeup from there because you guys know I love makeup, and I decided to get a few things. They had quite a few things on sale, so I ended up picking up this Kiko palette, and I also got these 4 matte colors, and they're basically all neutrals. So I ended up picking these shadows. I put them in here, and I'm loving this. You also see me wearing this in my vlog, but this is good because it's easy. It's just 4 colors, and it's something I can use while I'm traveling. I also picked up a Kiko lipstick number 603, a rose gold tone case, really cool. You push it down to open it, and that's what it looks like. I also ended up picking a lip liner in number 301 that matches that lipstick. So yeah, that's what I got from Milan. So by this time I had left Nastasia and Brugelli, and I was out on my own, and I said, why not? Let's go roaming the streets of Greece and see what we find. I've got to tell you that I was so confused by all the streets. I was really confused just because they have so many streets, and the street names are actually on the buildings themselves. So I'm like looking at this map going, where am I? Where's north, south, east, and west? You know, Google Maps, I wasn't using. I really did not use my phone at all, which was also quite interesting. But anyway, gosh, I finally found where I wanted to go, where there were some designer shops. So I vlogged some of that for you. I did end up going in Louis Vuitton because there was a pair of shoes that I had been eyeing the entire trip, and had hoped that Milan didn't have my size. I was hoping Greece would have my size. They didn't have my size either. So I ended up getting this bad boy instead, and I gotta tell you, I am very happy I did. I do not have any designer belts, but I will tell you this will not be my last. I absolutely love this belt. Just like I absolutely love that Zippy compact, I absolutely love this belt. So what I picked up in Louis Vuitton Greece is the LV Essential V belt in Damier Ebene. It is 30mm belt. It came in this dust bag, which is really good for traveling. I just put it in there and take it with me. This is what it looks like. It is Damier Ebene. And it's also got Vachetta on the back side of this. I am sold on Louis Vuitton belts. Really like them. But it's got Louis Vuitton written on the top of that. I will post the picture of the Instagram picture that I took. It's so lovely. What I did find when I did try to find this particular belt on the US site, I only saw the monogram version. I did not see the Damier Ebene version, which I found interesting. So I posted only the monogram version. Not sure why. I don't know if it used to be available, no longer available, not sure. But I did post the code below. The code is M9020. It's actually on the belt itself. So that was my very last and final designer item pickup from my trip. I hope you enjoyed this ridiculous birthday haul. It was a big birthday for me, so this is planned. This has been, being planned for a while. So that's what's happening. There's my birthday haul for you guys. I do want to let you know that I will be doing a Q&A session about my European trip. So if you have questions about my trip, how I packed, what I took, advice, where would I go again? If you have questions about things like that, what was my experience in certain places, please post your questions below. I will be gathering all these questions. I'll be posting that on Instagram as well. I would like to do a Q&A once I get enough questions, and I would like to answer all your questions in that Q&A session. So please post your questions below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please rate, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. For all those people that are new subscribers, welcome, and mwah, to all my existing subscribers, thank you so much for all your support. I really enjoyed meeting everyone on my trip. So glad for all of those who came out to meet us. It was a grand time. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Ciao!